I'm Mary Beth Stapleton, Manager of Family and Community Partnerships for Harford County Public Schools. Thank you for joining me, parents, today for the Parent Academy Real Talk. We take this time during Real Talk to talk with our district leaders and school-based staff to get more information for parents about what they need to know. One of those topics that parents talk with us about all the time that they think they need some more information on is safety and security. So that's what we'll be talking about today. With me today is Mr. Donovan Brooks, who's Chief of Security for Harford County Public Schools. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And I also have Mr. Brooks Kimbrough, who is our School Safety Liaison for Harford County Public Schools.
Thanks for having me as well.
Thanks so much for taking the time. I know you both are incredibly busy every day protecting our staff and students, and we really appreciate your service. So I'll start with you, Mr. Brooks. In your role for Harford County Public Schools, if you could just explain for parents and caregivers, what is that role? What do you do every day? How does that look?
So in my role as the Chief of Safety and Security for Harford County Public Schools, I have the opportunity to work with our administrators, our staff, our students, and our community members in terms of overall safety and security with Harford County Public Schools. And that's anywhere from the emergency drills that we conduct to critical incident response and liaising with our law enforcement partners, and also giving practical safety tips to our students, our staff, and our administrators at the school base. One of the biggest things that we're doing right now is we're preparing to get back into that mind frame of being inside of the brick and mortar building every day and getting back into a security mind frame, a safety mind frame, awareness. So we're really starting to gradually work with our staff and our administrators about situational awareness, about safety, all types of safety. So mainly physical safety, making sure our students are safe and have safe learning environments, because we know when students feel safe, that actually helps with the learning process when you feel like you're in safe learning environments.
Yeah, we hear from parents all the time that's the #1 priority when they send their little ones off to school. You just want them to be safe first and foremost. So with that, we know you work to do that every day.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if parents are always aware of your role. I think it's a pretty new role for Harford County. So Mr. Kimbrough, could you talk a little bit about what you do every day?
Yeah, every day I work with our administration department and our school resource officer in helping to bridge the gap between kids and their daily day-to-day operations. Sometimes kids are not always comfortable coming straight to administrator or our SRO, so I help sit down, talk with the kids, make sure they're doing well. If they need help, help them to prepare how to go talk to our administrators or our SRO. I also work our school games as a liaison there for safety and security. So just dealing with our kids, building a rapport, and making sure that they feel safe every day coming to school.
So it sounds like you work with a team of school-based staff, so administrators, the school resource officer, perhaps even the school counseling office at times.
Yes.
Yeah, working together to protect students. Very good. And I'm sure that's a great asset and a resource for families that they didn't even know was there, so that's really great. And that's happened under your leadership, right?
Yes. So we piloted the School Safe Liaison program a couple of years ago to see how we would fit that position in from an operational and support standpoint, and it has been a remarkable success. Our school safe liaisons, currently we have them assigned to 8 of our schools, and they really provide a stopgap or intervention, so to speak, between situations with some of our students that rise to the level of intervention but may not rise to the level of law enforcement intervention, right? So we have that liaison to really help with conflict resolution, to help with de-escalation, to help with redirection, while supporting the students and working collaboratively with the staff members, the administrators, and our school resource officers. So the position has become a very valuable position that we hope to expand.
Wonderful. And it sounds like you're probably also working with parents from time to time too.
Yes.
To help with that, for sure.
Yes.
Well, that's really great for parents to hear that we have that extra layer of support for our students' security. That's great.
Yes.
And just thinking about the future, Mr. Brooks, what are some things that are happening now in your office that we're working on for safety and security?
So right now, a few of the things that we're working on. So we're working on revamping and revising our approach to critical incidents. So post-COVID lockdown, we've had an opportunity to look at several different aspects of how we can improve on our safety and security as our students and our staff return back into the building. So what we've done is we've created a school safety work group, and through this work group, we bring folks from every part of the district. So we have members from transportation, representation from our operational side of custodians and our administrative side. So we all come together to work on what our responses will be during critical incidents and what our roles are during critical incidents and keeping our children safe, providing guidance and direction during these types of incidents. So that's one of the things that we're doing. We're also looking to expand our school safe liaison program where we find the need to have school safe liaisons in additional schools. And overall, we are just doing more to work with our community, our parents, building capacity in our students in terms of their knowledge. And we're really getting reacclimated to the things that we were really talking about. See something, say something, you know, notifications, you know. So if there's something that a student here or staff member hears or what have you, now that we're back into the building and we're outside of our homes and we're back into the academic structure of a physical building, those are things that we really want to stay focused on as well as our drills, you know, our mandatory drills, you know, our lockdown drills, evacuation drills, getting our staff and students reacclimated to that process, creating that muscle memory again on what to do, where the exits are, the best way to evacuate a building, when to lock down in a building. So we're just really getting reacclimated to those types of processes.
And it sounds like it's a refresh now that we're getting back into in person and where we were before the COVID pandemic. So.
And one other thing that I am working on now, forming, it's in the infant stages now, but a student safety council where we allow our students to come in on a periodic basis, however we determine that schedule, and we'll collaborate with our students because they should have a say in what safety looks like to them, what makes them feel safe, and places where they might see gaps where they can, you know, point those things out to us so we can improve safety, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, the safety of our students.
And making sure they feel safe. Well, that's great because you can really train them to be advocates for themselves on how to make sure that they are safe and their peers are safe, and that's great to hear. Well, these are all great great strategies you're working on, and it's really good to know that our safety and security office is making sure every day our children are safe. So thank you both for your support. And as a parent of 4, I just so appreciate knowing that you both are on watch, making sure our students are safe and our staff are safe. So, well, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on A Parent Academy Real Talk.